Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly draw with Madam Nadia. I am your host, Madam Nadia from madamnadia.com and theglossfox.club. I hope we're gonna have a few people joining me over here, and if you are joining, please share it with everybody so they know what's up, what's going on, and what we're doing here. And I'm gonna take a second and share this video with a few other places on Facebook, and that way, hi Irma, hello, and that way everyone will know what's going on. And please subscribe to this page. Hey Jamie, what's up? I hope everyone is doing good. Hey Vicky, happy to see you are safe and okay, girlfriend, okay? Let's see, and you guys please do share the video, please share the cast, let everybody know what's up and what we're doing over here. And let me see if I can find my own podcast, or my own broadcast I should say. Don't you love when your own pages just disappear on you? Amazing. Let's see. Hi Carlos, are you grading papers right now? The world is indeed crazy. I don't know what's going on, but we are in a crazy, crazy world. I know. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to get to my own thing over here, and it's really weird. It's like I haven't posted anything today. Here we go. I can see myself, and let me share my video here. Sorry guys, sorry I'm not looking because my phone or the camera is over here, and then I'm looking over there at my computer. Good evening, Eliza. How are you doing, my dear? Thank you for joining me. Hold on a second. Let me share it to a couple of pages, and I will be all yours over here and talk to you about the fascinating draw that we have this week. Page that I manage. Let's see, who do psychics? Let me do one more share. Oof, yes, that's the fucking right response right there. And sorry, I have no idea how well you can see me here. I tried to put more light, and I was really sort of hopeful that I will be able to do this broadcast earlier when I have natural lighting, and I couldn't. So yes, hey Madeline, welcome to everybody who's watching. Please show me some love, hearts, thumbs up, share it with your friends, do whatever you need to do. Sign for a house in New Orleans. Congrats, I want to hear good news. Yes, you're not in bed this week. I am in bed. I'm sitting on my bed. I'm just on a pillow, and I have more lighting. I sort of try to do things, and I was really busy. Usually I try to create graphics and promote it, but I was busy, and I'm very blessed. I can't complain about it. So since this is not a sponsored podcast, I do what I can. So sorry guys that I didn't promote it more, or let you guys know, or give you more heads up, but this is what it is. We work with what we can, and I'm definitely super blessed with amazing clients and a lot of work these days. So I'm not gonna complain. I'm just gonna ask for the universe more of that good stuff, and hopefully we'll continue meeting here on Tuesdays and talking about the weekly draw. So for those that do not know, or are not used to it, or haven't seen my cast before, or will be joining us in the future, I draw from the 72 name cards, which is a Kabbalistic deck. Kabbalah is a kind of Jewish mysticism, and the 72 names refer to the 72 names of the Hashem, God, Goddess, the big U, the universe, your higher self, whatever you want to call it. But the combinations of letters that we get are not only sort of magical things, and I just realized that I totally don't have my microphone in. So let me hook up the microphone as I'm talking to you guys. So it's not just a magical sort of image. Sorry guys, let me do this. Help. I hope I sound better. So the cards that we get are not just magical images or what have you. It also the actual combination of letters, which is in Hebrew is a magical code that both tells us what's going to happen, gives us the idea, the feeling, the problems of what we are going to be seeing this week, because these are weekly draws. And on the other hand, gives us the medicine or the healing or the tools to deal with what's happening. So without further ado, let me show you the image, and you see a mirror image because we are on Facebook Live. Of the card that I drew and the letters that we have, and then later tonight I will post this video in a blog post on kaorimoon.wordpress.com, and I will also share a link below so you will see the actual way and not a mirror image of how this is written. But let me show it to you. This is a beautiful image, and the letters are Lamed Hey Chet, Lamed Hey Chet, Lamed Hey Chet. These are the holy letters. They are considered, the language itself, the Hebrew language, is considered to be a holy language. So just by tuning into the sound or listening or sounding it out, we are able to reach a higher state of mind, if you will, or a higher divine vibration. And today's draw, or this week's draw, talks a lot about jealousy. Both dealing with jealousy that is directed towards us, but also dealing with our own obsessions, setbacks, and jealousy towards other people, and being able to evaluate what's going on and catch us before we get in a place of destruction. I really love this specific energy, Lamed Hey Chet, because it talks about two things that I enjoy talking a lot about and I teach a lot about, and those are scarcity mentality versus abundance mind. And scarcity mentality is this idea of us being fearful that if somebody else has or does perhaps what appears to us better than us in a certain given time, then because they do better, or because they're doing, because they're making, because they're creating, because they're being paid for whatever they're doing, that means from the point of view of scarcity mentality that we are going to have less, that we're not going to do as good, that they are going to take away from us. I think that scarcity mentality is sort of an underlying theme in social injustice, in racism and sexism and all of those isms, because scarcity mentality creates the border between or the fence between us and the other, right? It helps to dehumanize the other. It helps us to say, oh, they're taking away, those immigrants take away from us, right? So we should do something to them. We should drive them out of the country. We should take away from them. We should build a fucking fence, whatever it is. Scarcity mentality will kill your business very quickly. Scarcity mentality will kill your relationships very quickly. Scarcity mentality will make you get stuck in being envious and jealous of your friends, of people around you, of your competition, of your peers, and so forth. This combination warns us against, warns us of comparison, because comparison, when you come from a point of view of scarcity mentality, makes us self-destruct. In fact, it's a type of procrastination, right? Because let's say you are lurking online, right? You are obsessing about somebody, whether it be a competitor in your business, whether it be the ex of your boyfriend, whether it be some other spiritual worker, I don't know, whatever it is. So instead of investing that time to make your life better, you are starting to waste that time on comparing yourself with somebody else. Oftentimes we don't even know what that person is really about, what their experiences are. All we know is what's in our head, right? We imagining a certain sort of reality, and we compare ourselves to that, and it always makes us feel like shit. And then we start campaigns. We start campaigns in the name, oftentimes, of righteousness. We start campaigns in the name of justice, and we go and we start attacking the other, right? We start attacking those people that we feel that take away from us. And the biggest warning I feel in Lamed Hey Chet is of when we find ourselves on those attack campaigns after others. That is very true. That is our job to defy the enemy of justice, of social justice, to fight against racism, to fight against things like that. But we need to be able to catch ourselves when we start fighting against individuals, for instance, and we can see it a lot on social media, for instance, but it can be individuals or businesses or your competitor or what have you. We got to be very, very careful, because if you catch yourself enjoying that campaign, enjoying aggression, enjoying where that jealousy brought you, right? That it's not about justice anymore. It's about you. Maybe that campaign brings attention to you. Maybe that campaign makes you feel empowered, even though you're starting to take away power from other people. And essentially, it's not coming from a place of justice anymore. It's coming from a place of self-empowerment through the humanization of others, through taking power away from others. This is not a good thing. And Lamed Hey Chet warns us against it and says, you will lose the good fortune that you have. You will lose the success. You will lose that spot on the high horse if you continue doing what you're doing, if you continue acting in this way, if you're not refocused on yourself and work from that place of self-focus instead of focusing on other people and hurting them in the name of whatever it is that you might be doing. And so these are the warnings this week. So we're going to see a lot of jealousy. We're going to see a lot of jealousy of other people that is directed to us. We'll see a lot of envy. We'll see a lot of competition. We might find ourselves comparing quite a bit, comparing ourselves to other people, comparing our businesses to other people, comparing what we have achieved to what they have achieved, and so forth. And we are warned to catch ourselves and not to go deep down that rabbit hole, but instead to think about the second thing that I like to teach a lot about, and this is the abundance mind. And the abundance mind has this sort of, it's the concept that we can manifest whatever we want, but we cannot manifest it from being envious and jealous of other people and from thinking that there's not enough. Abundance mind is all about there's enough, enough is going around for everybody to enjoy. And in fact, the secret of abundance mind is that the success of other people will increase our success, because we will be vibing with them. We will be enhancing our abilities through encountering people who vibe in success, who vibe in fortune, who walk with joy, who walk with empowerment. And if we open ourselves to this energy without being scared of what others have or that we don't have enough, we will then grow our resources in quite magnificent ways. Let me check for a second. Shauna, hey Shauna says, I found myself doing that just earlier today, comparing. Girl, listen, when I drew this, a second ago, this is what I was doing. And it was like, bam, wake up, Madam Nadia, because you cannot continue doing this. It's not good for you. And this is why I absolutely love these cards, because they always, or this energies and this divination system, because they're always on point. So what can we do with this, right? What can we do with Lamed Hey Chet? And please let me know if you're resonating, if you understand what I'm saying. Give me some thumbs up, share this video with other people. That means a lot to me, and it gives me the energy to continue doing this casts and these videos. So give me a second. I want to hear some feedback from you. I want to see some feedback from you, and then I'm going to go into the medicine of this card. And I'm going to take a sip of my fancy drink over here. Can you see the sound? Can you hear the sound? I'm going to do a little ASMR here. Are you guys with me? Everyone is here. We understand what we're talking about. It's just silence there. Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, a heart. Thank you. I appreciate it. Somebody is listening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Lamed Hey Chet, you guys, is the energy, and I always say it, we can work with this in many different ways. We can, yes, says Shona. Thank you so much. Eliza, totally makes sense, listening and absorbing. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, Lamed Hey Chet is all about, if you see the image, you can see how these people or figures support each other and put sort of their own energy to support each other, but also draw, I feel like, from that sort of group interaction, from the community. Working with Lamed Hey Chet is going to help you to bring health and healing to your own ego. I am a big believer in healthy egos, okay? And you're gonna read it when you're gonna read the blog post. You're gonna see what I'm talking about, because I'm writing about it there. But it's helping us to heal our ego. If our ego got hurt, if we didn't get enough support growing up, and praise perhaps, or we weren't felt empowered enough, and we need to do that work. We need to do that work to help ourselves not to get stuck in jealousy and not to get stuck in comparison. And I'm not saying jealousy is like, oh my God, those people are stuck in jealousy. Fuck that shit. I do that all the time. I get stuck in comparison. I'm thinking, oh my God, this, spiritual worker, this life coach or whatnot, they have achieved that. They have so many people watching their video, whatever the fuck it is. And Eliza, that's totally true. Social media amplifies it so much, and it also sort of gives us opportunities to get stuck in that comparison more than maybe we would do 10 years ago even. But the truth is, this is what it is. So if we start working and meditating on this specific combination, this week is going to be very good to do that. It's going to help us work through our personal issues and empower our egos to grow in a healthy way, not to be egotistical, and not to be in a place where we feel like other people are better than us, and that's why we're hating on them, or we try to take away from them or whatnot. Hey Lena, welcome. So Lamed Hey Chet is that energy that's going to help our egos to be healthy. Lamed Hey Chet is also an energy that can help us move from being hyper-focused on other people to being focused on ourselves and building our own success. And that is very, 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 very important. It helps with that focus, and we all need to be sort of figure out what is our own special gift at this moment in time and try to grow that, because if we are thinking everybody else has something and we're just sort of the support system, is not going to work, especially because a lot of us have our own businesses, right? A lot of us have our own little entrepreneurial thing going on, and especially as women that do this kind of thing, we need to have that ego in the right place. We have to be able to focus on what we're doing good and how to make it better and to give it to people because they need it. You guys, you have something. Each one of us has something that nobody else has. And this beautiful and individual, amazing sort of bloom needs to be given out to people in the right way. And if we fine-tune it and we're not hyper-focused on comparing ourselves to other people and what they have, or adjusting our gifts or adjusting our content or adjusting our looks based on that, then we are really going to bloom, and we are really going to give something to the world that we absolutely have to do. This is our job. This is why we are here, because we have those gifts and because the world needs us. And I think that Lamed Hey Chet is such an example of that. It's such an example of shining in your own light. See how this is pink and orange and green and the card is blue. In your own line, coming together, but becoming a community, and together it becomes a spectrum of color, and it's a beautiful thing. Eliza says some people need to work deep, not wide. Oh my God, this is a very profound statement. And Lena, thank you for the hearts and the kisses. I appreciate it. You guys, again, please share this. Please let people know that we're doing it on Tuesdays, and there is some wisdom that we can share between everybody. So you guys, if you want to work with this Lamed Hey Chet, you can meditate on Mary Nash says beauty of in diversity. Absolutely, absolutely. When we come together in all the colors and all the depth of the spectrum to create something that otherwise could not be created is a beautiful thing, and it's a powerful thing, and it is something that cannot be broken down as when we step in as individuals. And just sort of try to protect, like, oh, this is my pink light and it's very beautiful, but I feel like I need to protect it and force those walls around me because somebody else is going to come. Bitch, nobody's going to come. Somebody else has their own orange light, as beautiful as pink, and somebody else has that green light, and theirs is perfectly fine as the pink one. It doesn't matter. But when we come together, look, that's beautiful. We can offer all those things at the same time. We can support and uplift and heal and change and bring new systems of understanding into the world, and of love and of caring and of just goodness. And no matter what we think or what our political views may be, we still, I think, all agree that there is room for more goodness and more joy in the world. I hope this was helpful. I hope you will join me next week for the weekly draw, and I will let you know what time it will be, but probably it will be this time, because this is what has been happening recently, because Madam Nadia is a busy little bee. And in addition to that, I hope you will join me tomorrow for Fit and Foxy. Mr. Fit probably will not be available because he's really busy with his work this week. But I have recorded an amazing interview with Joseph James from the UK, and he's talking in his interview about the business aspect of spirituality, and give some amazing advice. So I hope you tune in. It's tomorrow 8 o'clock Central Time, and of course it's a podcast, so it's going to be stored in the archive, but I would love to see you in the chat room. And otherwise, work with Lamed Hey Chet. Stay tuned for me dropping a link for the blog post, but I will put more information, more written information about this card, as well as images. So if you want to know how to write it, want to see it the right way, then it will be there. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you joining me, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful night. And we'll be around if you have any questions. Love you. Bye.